nobody really found out about it after it passed, but the bill was to put an age limit on these types of prosecutions, and the age limit was, I think, 80 years old.
You come about
Yeah.
statute of limitations
Yeah.
or age limit on the individual?
Age limit on the individual,
So once you're past 80 years old.
or 75.
Free ride, 75.
75,
All the
then
Nazis would.
you couldn't be tried, and you know, we have two former presidents on the house arrest right now who were both over that age limit. So it was an attempt, a real attempt that failed, but nonetheless, that's the type of thing that can happen.
In other parts of the world, kind of the way a lot of these things are addressed is with some established third-party court like The Hague. As far as I know, President Fujimori was the first head of state ever to be extradited back to the country he had led to be tried. Now, I'm not sure what the pros and cons are of having I like your opinion on the pros and cons of having things tried in the country where they took place. We might have the interference of the local government, but you're close to the site of the event, or having things handled in a third-party country and somewhere in Latin America.
I'd like to say something about that, and based on my experience, I spent 10 years as a prosecutor, and in my human rights work, I've investigated homicides, the El Salvador cases, homicide, the Letelier Moffat case in Chile, homicides in Mexico and how they're prosecuted. And I see real opportunities here for two countries that have big policy interests. One is Guatemala. Guatemala has to reestablish its legitimacy in the world community, and that's a big, big challenge for President Perez Molina, and I think he understands that and he wants to do it. And he's speaking sort of with two voices. He's got to address the world community. He has caused the country to sign the Treaty of Rome and take part in the International Criminal Court, which is a huge and more than symbolic step forward. At the same time, there's all this rhetoric in the country about, you know, what they're not going to do and what they dispute in terms of how these cases should be handled. The United States government has an even bigger challenge and policy interest. As we discovered in El Salvador in 1981, when we learned that 4 American citizens were murdered by the Salvadoran National Guard, we have a big national interest. We're living in a hemisphere with a lot of other countries, and our justice systems and their quality are very important to us. In 1981, when we got involved in the Churchwoman's case, El Salvador did not have any capacity to investigate or prosecute a case like that. They had never done ballistics tests. They had never done fingerprint tests. They had a judiciary and a Fiscalia, a prosecutor's office, that had never tried a case like this. And it took enormous resources from the United States government, FBI agents, teams that went down there to teach Salvadoran investigators how to do all of these things, a Justice Department prosecutor who was sent down to train the Fiscalia how to prosecute a murder case, and they were successful in convicting 5 National Guardsmen, which was